Okay, this is just going to be a expanded video of a short I did of why do mechanics charge so much to fix my car, and just showing the nightmares you could get into. So I don't know what I'll title this one. Small job becomes a nightmare. Well, it's not really a nightmare, but anyways. Anywho, power steering reservoir that pumps under there. So the wife has been complaining about the wine coming out of the power steering pump, and it wasn't leaking. And I'm sure it's a rotary vane. It's got these little Teflon things in there that the edges wear down, and then it doesn't build pressure, so it's whining, but it's still kind of working. And at the time, the tires were bald, so bald tires are helping it out. Anywho, so, and also I had stuck this stuff in and explained this stuff. This stuff isn't necessarily good for your car, but I mean, you got a bad pump, it's already bad, you know. What's the point? What does it matter? In this, well, like, it's thick. It's basically two ways at work. It's thicker, so those veins now have a little more thick fluid, so they pump some more. Or, and it also has, like the old-fashioned trick before this stuff, we would just stick a brake fluid, .3 brake fluid and everything, and what that does is it causes the seals to expand. It doesn't make the fluid thicker, but it causes all the seals to expand. Another trick we used to do is, like, not just for fun, if you the old carb cleaner that used to work really good, if you stuck an O-ring in that thing, it'd go from a little O-ring to like a donut. It was pretty cool and be all spongy. Whatever, dumb games we used to play. But let's get back to this. So I went and put brand new Walmart tires. Anyways, they're cheap. I go through tires like crazy. These cars, by the way, Ford Focuses, they eat tires. Anyways, so I put new tires on it. The wife goes and drives it around the next day, and then all the seals in the pump decide, boom. Probably because the tires are now putting more stress on, it's harder to turn. So blows the seals out of the thing, makes a mess everywhere. So I go get a power steering pump, put a pump on it, and then I go drive the next day, and the pressure line was like, oh, I'm happy with this old worn out pump, I'm fine. You put a new pump on me with pressure, so of course the next day it blows out the pressure hose. And that's what I'm just telling you, like, don't get mad at your mechanic because all of a sudden more and more stuff starts happening. Well, you gotta maybe sometimes think about this stuff, Yeah, I should have changed that hose at the time I did that, but what do? We try and save money, we try and get by. So then that happens, but that isn't all that happens. Like, then you tear into a car and the line goes way down there, and then it goes up over the tranny, and there's a battery box that's normally there. It's still out because I'm not done. And then what else do I find? That's no longer a transmission mount. In fact, there's hardly anything left of that that's its transmission mount. And that's as you can see, all the acid. One battery did this. One leaky battery did this, probably. So yeah, a genius move there. But whatever. I could think AutoZone should thank Ford for doing this design, like, so they sold some mounts. But anyways, that's just all I wanted to go over real quick was, and then we got to worry about the transmission. Luckily, there's like no electronics in that area to get hit by the acid from the battery, but it's just something to think of, If you could go back in time and take a class, I think everybody should take an automotive class, because an automotive class, if you can work on your own stuff, well, it'll save you a ton of money. But even if you don't choose to work on your own stuff and you take it somewhere else, well, then this is going to happen. Or when they are actually ripping you off, you can say, hey, I know this is bunk. So anyways, 46, 37, see ya.